Wear gratitude like a cloak, and it will feed every corner of your life. This is a quote by Rumi. He was a Persian poet. Welcome to another episode of Midweek Motivation with me, your host, Marcus. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the power of gratitude and how gratefulness can help to expedite the process of success in your life. Now, one thing I've learned during my life is that most people, most of the time, are unhappy with themselves and their situations and their circumstances, especially money. If there's one thing that everybody wants more of, it's money. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But how often do we think about all the things that we do have in our lives? The things that are going right. The money that we do have, the things that we do want, that we wanted in the past and we have today. It's just something to think about. But when we remind ourselves of all the good things that we have, we really realize, how rich we are. I'm not talking about money at all. It's just, how beautiful and how abundant so much of the things that we want, like even right now. If we were to think to ourselves of 5 things we're grateful for right now, I get to talk about the sunlight. I'm grateful for you watching my video. I'm grateful to be alive, to be healthy. Grateful, that's 3. Grateful to live in a nice city. Grateful to have access to clean water. Like, that's just 5 things right there. And there's so many things we could be grateful for, but it helps us to see, because a lot of us were like, oh man, I'm so unhappy with what's going on around me. But when we see the things that we do have, we're able to be like, you know what? Life isn't as bad as I think it is. One thing I've learned too is that in any given time in life, usually or any given circumstance, 90% is going right in our lives, and 10% is going wrong. Like, for example, think about your job, right? There's probably things that are going wrong. There's some problems that you're having. But if you think about your overall position, think about with what you're doing, 90% is probably right. You're like, most of the stuff you need to solve the problem is there. So that's what I'm talking about. A lot of times our brain likes to flip things over and see the 10% is 90, the 90 is 10. Instead of 10% of things being wrong, we think, 90% of things are wrong. Or instead of thinking 90% of things are right, we think that only 10% of things are right. So it's just like, it's kind of helpful to see things differently. When we're grateful, it really helps, all right? A grateful mind is a great mind, okay? It's different than so many else. That's what great means. It means you're different, you're distinct. I know a lot of y'all want great lives or distinctive lives or exciting lives. And I think part of that equation is being grateful, being positive about, all the good things that are in your life. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're alive and you're breathing, you have hope in your life. You have something to be grateful for, okay? So think today in your life, what are some things you can be grateful for? And if you say you can't, that's a lie. Everybody in the world has something that they can be grateful for, okay? But back to money, one thing I've learned is that once you start to become grateful and you're like, okay, I have all these things in your life, you'll cheer up. And also, a quick little tip, if you're ever feeling down in life, and I'll probably make a video about this in the future, if you're ever feeling down in life and you're just like, oh man, like you're in a fog, you're in a funk, a good thing to do is list 50 to 100 things that you're grateful for, things that will automatically perk you up, okay? Because gratefulness is like turning the volume up in your life. It'll make things a bit more exciting. It'll make things better. If you can just say, hey, I have a lot, okay? And you've got a lot more coming to you in the future. But one thing I've learned about money is that, and also when it comes to being grateful, it changes our emotions. We go from being sad to happy pretty fast. It's kind of like laughing. You can be sad and laugh some, and your emotions go up pretty fast based on just being grateful. And then one thing I've learned too, I know a lot of you guys out there want an abundance of money. Everybody always wants more money, myself included. What I've learned is that when we are content with ourselves and we enjoy ourselves and we understand that we don't need a lot of stuff outside of ourselves to be happy, that's when you'll start to keep more money. What I've learned is that managing your emotions, our emotions, my emotions, your emotions is the key to having more money, keeping more money. Okay, instead of saying, okay, I feel bad, I'm gonna go out and spend this money on something that's gonna make me feel good, like, I don't know, like candy or a box of donuts or whatever things we indulge in. You'll be like, you know what, I don't need to buy something outside of me to be happy. And you'll be able to save that money. If you do that over time, you will have money, okay? So a lot of you guys are already rich. And one thing also too about money, remember when I say rich, I'm not talking about money. Another thing about money is that money's always coming into your life, okay? So instead of us being ungrateful for the things that we don't have, look at the money in your bank account, look at the money that's coming to you when you get paid again, be grateful for what you have, and you'll be able to have more. Okay, it's amazing when you realize just how many things that you do have. The things you do have trump the things that you don't have. But we think the opposite, all right? So let's be grateful on this Wednesday, okay? It's a beautiful Wednesday. Be grateful for your job, be grateful for your colleagues, even though they might piss you off from time to time. Be grateful for the problems in your life because they're helping you to get better, okay? Remember, life's about getting better. It's about evolving. It's about growing. It's about expanding. That's what life's about, okay? Now, you can have the money if you control your emotions. If you can control your emotions and learn a new skill or craft that'll help you to make more money. So I'm going to say this again. For those of you who want money, you want more of it, because a lot of us are ungrateful for about our circumstances right now. If you want more money, manage your emotions, control your emotions. Control your emotions and become an expert in something, and you can go get more money. Control your emotions. Don't spend all your money and discipline yourself to save it, and you'll have more money in the future. Managing emotions is the key to keeping more money in life. Okay, this isn't really talked about. People don't want you to know this, but managing emotions is key, all right? So, and if you ever remember, in closing, a grateful mind is a great mind, all right? Being grateful will make your life better, okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on my respective channels. If you look below, the link to this video has, if you look in my comment section, you'll see a link to my other channels. And as always, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situation, and successful people make decisions based on where they want to be, okay? Make decisions based on where you want to be, okay? Thank you so much. Bye.